Hello everybody, it is JR and I've got the hankering to make some videos today. So I've also got the hankering to work on my old truck here. Some of you guys might recognize this thing. It's on the channel. So yeah, I'm just going to be making a quick little video today, kind of getting this thing back into shape a little bit. I'm wanting to go four-wheeling, doing some overland and trail riding and stuff, and this is about the best vehicle I got equipped for that. So it needs a few little things to get ready for that. So I already got it fired up here, letting her warm up. Today we're just going to be cleaning it up and kind of going through it, making a shopping list, airing the tires up. So yeah, let's get right into this thing. Alright, so I got the tires aired up, aired them all up to 35. And I found the first thing I believe I'm going to try to fix. You look right here, don't sound too good. Sometimes it's pretty difficult. So I'm thinking if I just lube up this seam here, right? Maybe that roller back there, maybe this whole thing, I don't know. Just spray it down. And now let's see what happens. Oh yeah. So much better. It's definitely this little hinge right here was rusted up with the problem. We'll just spray a little more in there. Oh yeah. It's like a brand new door now. Still need to replace the bushings in there that all of these trucks wear out for the door sag. I don't know if you can see it. I'm probably moving too much to see it, but all of these trucks have door sag. So there we go, fix number one, WD-40 fixes everything. So, first order of business, now the truck's shut off, you can hear me talking a little bit. I'm down here at my scrap pile, crap pile, you know, whatever. Place to store junk until I have enough of it to haul it off. This truck's set for a couple of years. It was down, I blew the rear end up in it. And while I was building it, this kind of turned into a catch-all. So there's a bunch of crap. So the first order, get it cleaned out. You know, hopefully there's still a bed floor in there. Might not be. It might be rusted out. I don't know. All this stuff's been in here for 3 or 4 years. So let's get it cleaned out and see where we're at. Yep. So the first order of business here is going to be to put these brand new shocks here on. So I know they're not going to be too good or anything, but the idea is that maybe they'll provide some kind of you know, cushion to the bouncy springiness. Because right now there's no shocks under there. So whenever you hit a bump, you're hitting the bump again and again for about a mile. So trying to take care of that, or at least do something about it. And you know, I already have these, so they're not going to cost me anything. Might as well just throw them on there, right? Alrighty, I got shocks on. This one on this side, the one with the hole in it, I tried to pull the rubber over where you can see it, but believe it or not, it's not doing anything. But that one over there actually seems to be softening the blows a little bit. So that would be nice. Yeah, that's about it back here. Here's the bed aftermath. Those are actually really good jumper cables. They just need to be cleaned up. The cable's about as big around as my pinky there. That's a nice cooler. I don't even know where that came from. And then I got a skid plate that needs to go on this truck, and that is a receiver hitch thingy that I used to always run in here, and it's just looks really good. It's iconic to this truck to me. I don't see anything else. Hey, I didn't even notice that when I cleaned it out. That's a set of jack handles for a bottle jack that I haven't seen in years. I need to go look in the pile and see if the other set's in there. But yeah, so that's how the bed's looking. Shocks are on. You can see it's pretty nasty weather, so just running around my place here, I've kept the tires up. I've lubed the doors, started making myself a shopping list, and now I'm gonna head up here. I'm gonna check all the fluids out and everything, and I'm gonna pull these reservoirs out because this one's cracked. The washer fluid motor doesn't work, and it's probably cracked. And then there's some wiring and stuff in here that I did years ago before I knew how to wire that I would like to rip out. Might rip the cruise control out because it doesn't work. I'm just kind of trying to clean this up, you know. Try to fix that cover. I found a clutch master cylinder in here that I don't even know. There's all kinds of stuff like this, just wires just hanging out, you know. And then, on a serious note, I'm leaking power steering like crazy, so I'm gonna try to get in there. See these fittings on the back of it? I think that bottom one right there is where I'm leaking, so I'm gonna try to get in there and tighten that down. And then I got a major exhaust leak. You see that? Figure that's why, but exhaust leaks are fine. So I'm just trying to patch this thing together to where it'll be fairly reliable going out on a trail. I'm not planning on going and doing anything extreme with it. I'm not trying to rock crawl with it or nothing, but I just want to be able to go out on some nice easy trails, see some nice overlooks. So yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm also going to go ahead and pull the steps and the door trim off, and probably the bed bars and the headache rack. Maybe the fender flares? I don't know. I'm going to paint it soon. Like this year, hopefully, but kind of running out of painting weather for this year, so maybe next spring. But I'm going to start getting it ready, because if I get it ready, especially if I sand it, then I'll hate the way it looks and I'll have to paint it. I mean, I already hate the way it looks with the white doors. I put those on there because my old doors were rusted out like crazy, and these have power windows. Old ones did not have power windows. Oh, I need some taillights. I got against a tree over here, and it pushed in the tailgate here and busted the taillight. So, tailgate's fine. Doesn't bother me too much. I'll do something about it when I go to really make it nice. But oh, that's the other thing. If you actually look down the body of this truck, it's actually really straight. It's got a little ding there, the big ding over there, so it probably just needs a new tailgate. But look down this side. Just hook your peepers on it there. It's actually a straight truck. So that's cool. It's cool to me because the thing is lifted through the roof, obviously. And it was lifted, not this tall, but it was lifted whenever I got it. I'd 1-ton swapped the axles and everything, so that made it about 3 inches taller. And whenever I bought it, it was nothing but a mud toy. No one was fella wasn't trying to take care of it or nothing. But, you know, I can't blame him. Look at the thing. But it was ran pretty ragged whenever I bought it. I've replaced a lot of parts and then went through and replaced them again when I did the 1-ton swap. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work on pulling some stuff out, checking on my fluids, checking the transmission, transfer case. I know, talking about shocks again, I know these shocks are no good because if you, well, you can tell because of the way that they are, that they're not holding any fluid. What happened, I broke a ball joint up here, which the only reason that broke is because it was a cheapo ball joint, and then I just put another cheapo ball joint in it, so if I get to do anything serious, I need to put decent ball joints in it. So I broke a ball joint and overextended them. That's what happened. That's what happened. I remember. And I think, can't tell, did it show that third one in there? No, the third one looks fine. The 3 shock setup is stupid. I don't like it. Well, I got bad news. I found the power steering leak. And you'll see this bracket right here that's just kind of dangly loose. It's something I did whenever I was like 17 when I first got this truck to put these headers on, right? Because these headers are cool, right? But I didn't want to take the accessory drive off to actually take this bracket off. I don't remember what it's for. If you actually look inside there, and I picked this bracket up, you'll see the power steering leak. A gaping hole. So that's why this thing doesn't have any power steering right now. And that is not something I'm going to be able to fix right this moment. But I can assure you, whenever I do fix it, I will be pulling this accessory drive bracket off, and I will be taking this off, because that is a stupid, avoidable problem. That is my own stupid, avoidable mistake that I should not have done. So don't do that. Alright guys, so the truck's done for the day. Still got plenty to do, obviously, but pulled the steps off, pulled the headache rack off, put the shocks on back, see that under there. Checked all the fluids. I pulled those reservoirs out, and I cleaned things up a bit. Yeah. And then I also lubed all the hinges up, but this one's still a little stiff. Here you go, that's factory. Yeah. So that's still sticking a bit. Couldn't have anything to do with the cable, probably need a new latch. So yeah, here she is. No reservoirs. I moved that too and shined it up a little bit. Shined up the breather a little bit. So yeah, it's doing pretty good. I took it for a test drive. Did a little bit of off-roading with it. Kind of crawled it through a creek bed. Did really good. So I believe we're going to be hitting the trails next weekend with it. So stay tuned for that. And comment down below if you want to see anything about that big camper you see back there. This one, which ignore the, but those videos did really good, and if you want to see that one there, I can do some videos on it too. But I'm excited to get some footage of some trail riding with this truck, and I think it's gonna do good. You know, the biggest thing I'm worried about is the thong, that it doesn't turn tight. That front wheel is at full lock right now. It takes about a football field and a half to turn this thing around, so I'm afraid we might get into a little bit of trouble if we come up to a tight turn and I can't make it or something, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh, I also put the little thing on there. I don't know if I said anything about that earlier in the video, but yeah, signature little, you know, I got a pull truck now, so that can stay in there. That lives in there now. So yeah, things to look forward to. I've got a short shopping list for this thing. Shocks is high up on it. I need new mirrors, cleaned up, and then I'm gonna paint it soon. I don't know when, but soon, hopefully this year. New tail lights, you know, basic eBay special stuff, and then release cables and stuff like that. I might make some videos on some of that, I don't know. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you like the truck. Stay tuned for more on the truck and more fun outdoorsy stuff. And so please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.